Hey guys, and welcome back to Swansea City with me, NG Paradox. Now, we're now into October, and I've got to say, things have not been going well. Last time at the start of the season, we were not doing so great in the Premier League. We were doing okay in Europe, but that was against easy European teams, qualifying for the group stage. But yeah, things didn't go great. And then I thought, you know what, maybe Dembele will come back from his injury and things will look lovely. But that has not happened. Yeah, it's been pretty disastrous, beginning to a season. Considering the last two seasons as well, it seems ridiculous. I've never seen a crash from one season to the next this big so far in FM18. So I've not been happy, but it's been a difficult start, I think. Then again, West Brom maybe should have beaten them, but somebody's going to lose some or other. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm overreacting, but I'm getting a little bit worried about this season. The last time you saw us against Tottenham, we did lose 2-3. It was a good game, of course, to watch, but would have been nice to get the win. After that, we came up against Man City, and we lost 1-0. So you can see that another, one goal difference there for us not to win. Just like against Tottenham, I guess just to get a draw would have been nice against either of them. But as 1-0, they totally dominated, so they did deserve the win there. So I can't complain. Dembele was back for this match, and so I threw him right back in, because I just hoped he could get something for us, but it wasn't meant to be. After that, we had our first group game in the Europa League. So we'll just quickly go to the Europa League, just get you guys to see the different groups. As you can see, we're with Inter, Stuttgart, and Rapid Wien. Not an easy group, actually. You got to consider, Inter obviously is a very big team. Stuttgart, one of the German teams. German teams are never easy. Not one of the more difficult German teams, but I would say we're probably around the similar level. Possibly. Maybe, based upon how we've done the last two seasons, I would say maybe we're above them. We should beat them, but it depends. And then Rapid Wien obviously is the weakest team in that group, but not one of the easy weak teams we could have got. There were so many weak teams we could have been drawn against. They're probably one of the better ones, actually. We'll have a quick look down so you can see the other groups. I must say I felt we did get quite a difficult group compared to some of these other groups, so was not happy at all. Then again, you can see some of the other groups here. Some of them are quite bad as well, They're difficult for some of these teams. But yeah, so we did lose against Stuttgart in our first game, 2-1. Again, just scoring one more goal than we do. It happened again. Bezidin continued his good run of form in Europe and scored once again. He keeps scoring in Europe. You got to give it to him. He's been doing very well. I've been actually really liking him. He's not too bad, but not really scoring in the Premier League. But then again, Dembele's not really scoring either. After that, we played against Stoke, and we finally... this was our first Premier League match of the season that we won. Was this match. The first one we've won, and actually the only game we've won in the Premier League so far. So, not happy at all. Rodrigo actually was the one who scored in the 88th minute. So, he was the young Brazilian was the saviour of the side in this match. We would have gone away with nothing if it wasn't for him. So yeah, you can see I'm actually kind of worried I might get fired, because the expectations of the club have gone so high, obviously, because of the last two seasons. This might be a bad start, especially when we got knocked out the cup by Brentford. Now, Brentford are in the Premier League, of course, remember that. James Wilson scoring 2 goals against us. Johan Berg Gudmundsson scored a penalty in the 69th minute, but it wasn't enough for us to catch back up. They kind of dominated us. I don't know what's been going on. I don't know what has been going on. When you compare our team to last year, there's not really much different. There's not much different. And if you're looking at the stats, like I say, this isn't about like our defense. I wouldn't blame this on the defense, because Brentford just dominated the game. So I'd blame the midfield. Our midfield are obviously not controlling the game very well and getting us to, hold the ball more to get more chances and stopping Brentford from getting chances. I don't know, that's what it feels like to me. But there's not much difference between our midfield this year and last year. In fact, it should be better, I would have thought, slightly. At least more consistent, because we got better standard of players overall in that area. I don't know. After that, we played against Bournemouth, and we drew 0-0. So, a draw in the Premier League, but yeah, we should have won this game. Look at that. This is a game we actually were able to play well against. You know, one of the few games this whole season we played well in, and we got a draw. So, I've not been happy at all so far this season, as you can tell. We're currently sat in 18th. There's only 6 games, you know. Only 6 games. You know, we gotta move on. We're not scoring enough goals, really. That's what I can take from this, obviously. Goals conceded, we're actually 9th best. But yeah, we have to improve, though, if I don't want to get fired. At the moment, the club still likes me. I think they're just very happy with how we've done in the past couple of seasons. So that hopefully will work for us. And I think I'd have to do extreme. If we were like 19 games in and we were down here, I think I'll get fired. But I think until we get kind of halfway through the season, I probably won't get fired just due to the fact that the club just love me so much at the moment, possibly. Maybe that's what's working for us. But today we have our second game in the Europa League group, and we're playing against Inter. This came up as the first game of the month, but I was quite happy with that because, you know, it's Inter Milan. You know, it's a big team. In their first season, they came second in the first season when we were Swansea, and then they came 6th. And I'm not going to point at it, but I just saw it in the corner of my eye. Look who the manager is. What? No. No, 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 no. This can't be right. What happened here? He must be the interim boss or something. He was sacked on the 29th of the 5th, 2019. Oh, no. Really, Milan? Have you fallen this low? You came 2nd the year before. Then last year you came 6th. I mean, 6 isn't that bad. You got Giroud. That's an interesting one there. Huh. Yeah, that's all. How old is he now? 33. They paid 5 million. You know what? Probably not too bad. He seems like he can still play, even at 33 years old. Who else do they have? I'm just really... I can't believe this. Steve McLaren. He is a disaster waiting to happen, isn't it? Oh, God. Where has he been? Where has he been? So he was a coach, the manager of Derby, and is the coach there at Tel Aviv. Then he went to be the manager of Burnley. So Burnley actually gave him a chance, okay. And then he got given Inter. He was actually taken from Burnley, it looks like. Not even sacked by Burnley. I don't know what to say. Let's just, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't even want to think. Actually, I need to check their transfers. I can't believe he's the boss. 66 million, though, they brought in money this year. John Mario. Oh, yes, Tottenham, obviously, we saw him being bought from them last month. Then they got Mario Fernandes from Real Madrid. That's a lot of money to Real Madrid. Seems pretty good, actually. That's a good Russian player. I remember when I was playing in my international games, in my USA series, when we played Russia, I was talking about the fact that I didn't know many of the kind of Russian players that well. But Fernandes, he seems like a pretty good, that seems like a very good one, in fact. Nothing else wouldn't have been sold. Who is their big marquee signing? Okay, 19 to 21. So that looks like it. So their big marquee was Benjamin Mendy. Okay, he looks okay. It looks as though they bought quite a few good players, like, you know, around 10 to 20 million players. Yeah, they got quite a few here. Luc de Jong, Ricardo Perrier. They bought quite a few sort of those types of players. Maybe they need to build up the squad because they obviously let quite a few players go. Actually, most of those are loan players, but still. Okay, and their key player is Milan Skriniar. Skriniar? I'm going to go with that. Looks pretty good. Looks like a very good position in there. You want that for a defender, of course. Only 24 years old. Bought for 20 million. Ooh. Now, is that in real life or was that in the game? I'm going to say it probably was in real life. he was probably bought. I don't remember hearing about that transfer. Then again, I don't recognise the name of that player very well, so that could just be my fault. But we need to get some points against Milan. A draw here would be nice. If we get a draw here and we can beat Rapid Wien, I would feel pretty good. And then we just got to make sure we beat Stuttgart next time we play them at home. We're just going to have to hope for that. And just hope we can improve in the Premier League. Or you could see us sacked, Paradox in a few months' time, possibly. We're going to go for Dembele to play because, I don't know, he hasn't been playing well recently, but we know he did so well last season. I just feel like I can't not play him. And he is meant to be really good. I feel maybe he just needs to get back his form. So I feel like if I don't play him, I don't know, we're going to give him one more chance. If he doesn't do well here, I might bring Bezadin on for the next matches, because Bezadin's good as well. Markovic has just been performing much better than Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson has not really done anything at the moment. Jack Wilshere's been injured recently, but he's now back. Hadara is unregistered. Rodrigo is slightly injured. And Diop is being given the opportunities over Mawson and Subotic at the moment. At the moment, that could change. Jordan Pickford, I don't know about him. I don't really think he's doing that good. I mean, stat-wise, it's okay. I don't know. I haven't made my decision over he was actually a good buy or not. I mean, you hear so much about him. I've never rated him that highly when he played at Sunderland, but everyone always talked about him. He got bought by Everton for a lot of money. And so I thought maybe in the game, maybe he'd be pretty good. Because, people always talk about him. But I've never rated him that highly. Obviously, I think he's a good goalkeeper, but the amount Everton paid, I don't know. I'm not sure I rate him that type of player yet. I hadn't seen enough of him, to be perfectly honest. We're going to play counter, we're going to play get stuck in, and we're going to jump into the match and try and put some happy faces on the Swansea fans, because so far in our season, things have not been going well. And also in real life, things are basically a disaster. So, you know what? I hope the last 2 seasons of this series have made any Swansea fans put at least a little smile on your face, because, yeah, let's do it for the fans. Let's do it for the fans. Because in real life, yeah, I've just tried not to watch our recent games because in real life, because I just don't want to have to watch. It's just so sad watching Swansea play at the moment in real life. At least in Football Manager, I can see some potential. The last 2 seasons have been amazing. And we need to change this, the match stats. Okay, you go to action zones. If only these last 2 seasons had happened in real life. Kabaye. Oh, there we go. Headed down by Markovic and then smashed in by Maguire. Thank you, Maguire, giving us hope. If we can grab a win here from Inter, that would be perfect. That would be a great start. That would kind of make up for the Stuttgart loss, because we would maybe expect to beat Stuttgart because we want to come second, obviously, in the group to get to the knockout. So we have to beat them and Rapid Wien. But then we'd expect to probably lose to Inter. They're the big team in the group. So if we can obviously beat Inter, but we lost to Stuttgart, it kind of balances it out, I guess. Kind of. We'll see. Oh, good save. I'm not sure if Pickford actually saved that, though, if that was going off anyway. Couldn't really tell. But Giroud, oh! Wow, Kondreva. That was close. That was so close. Obviously, Inter, when I'm saying Inter's the big team, I know, obviously, the last few years in real life, they've kind of lost how big they used to be, if I may say so. They're obviously not the team they used to be. 10 years ago, Inter be one of the big teams in the world, probably. Inter and AC Milan. You'd always, when you think about the Italian league, you'd think about them. These days, you don't think of them so much. You think of probably more of Juventus. Juventus are dominating the league, and normally that would be a bad thing, but I actually think the Juventus dominance has actually pushed a lot of the other Italian teams to really try and improve their teams. A lot of them are spending quite a bit of money the last year or two. And, oh, good save there by Diop. Ooh. We're getting a little bit lucky at the moment. Luckily, the Inter team's not doing very well at shooting. We're keeping them out. They've only had 2 shots on target. So I'm going to say it's thanks to our defending. Just got to keep it up. But I would love to know from you guys, how do you feel about Inter the last few years? And there we go. It did seem like it was coming, Borgia. But I'd love to know from you guys, how have you felt about Inter the last few years? Obviously, you know, there are other big teams in Italy like Roma and Napoli. There's some very good teams in the Italian league these days. And I think the competition normally for like second, third is normally quite big these days. Oh, are you kidding me? You could just, that was like slow motion in my mind. I could just see it slowly floating towards his head and slowly into the goal. Well, this is not looking great. Dembele, are you gonna jump into the match? You know, maybe do something. Half time, 2-1. Not great. No, I did put it on extended. Yeah, that felt really quick. That's not good. I expect to see a better showing in the second half. Not going to change how we're playing because, I mean, we've not been playing great this last couple of months. Oh, I don't understand what's happened to the Swansea team. Like, the last 2 seasons were just seeming to collapse in these last 2 months. I mean, there were signs at the end of last season, definitely. The end of last season was not a very good run of form, but it felt like a blip rather than, you know, because obviously the last 2 seasons before that we were playing so well. I don't really understand what's changed here. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I've kept things too similar. Maybe I should have bought some different types of players. I bought players in that would fit the type of way we play at the moment, or to replace other players. Maybe I should have tried to change things. I don't know. Borgia gets the ball in, and wow, that was... We call that a miss, normally. You normally call that a miss. A throw-in for Lowton. Okay, gets it down to Kabaye. Wilshere, please show us something. Ayew, Wilshere, back to Ayew. Okay, back to Lowton. We're just kicking the ball around right now. Inter know they're winning. They're not going to try and risk anything at the moment. Kabaye, can we just break him down? And Dembele, that was the first, I think it's the first time I see you touch the ball and you mess up. All that play leading up from there was fine. All the midfielders and defenders were playing really well just to get you into a good position. And you mess it up for them. All that hard work by Wilshere, Kabaye and Mandragora. Duh. Okay, Ayew gets the ball. Terrible, terrible cross in. Wow. Okay, we're changing Dembele. Dembele seems to have lost it. I don't know what's going on. He's meant to be the hero that we deserve, but maybe it's because Europe. Bezidin is meant to be our European man, I guess. Mesa's going to come by. He's looking a bit tired. They're getting a bit frustrated because they can see the attacking players are not doing well enough. And here comes Inter with a corner, but... Ooh, okay. I got worried it was going to be a deflection or something. Bezidin with a good tackle. See, Bezidin actually cares. That's why I like him. Might have to take Lowton off. He's obviously got a yellow card. Other players are looking tired. And we do need a goal. Should I take off Markovic? We need a goal, yeah. Let's go with changing attacking player. We'll take off Markovic. I mean, his play has not been great today. And long ball, but nothing from that. Goodmanson, please, you need to perform better. Some of these players are just not as performing as well as they did last season. Goodmanson, Dembele, Kabaye, I would say maybe, and Wilshere have not been playing exactly perfect. Then again, Wilshere's missed a few games. So yeah, I can't really blame him. Okay. Oh, almost got tackled. Oh, good job there. Diop hits it out. Bezidin gets the ball. Kicks it over the Goodmanson. Gets it to Bezidin. Bezidin has it jump off the defender. Not good either, but at least that was better than Dembele. I mean, not much better. Bezidin has the ball again, making a run up. Can he pass to anyone into a good position? Goodmanson, can he get a little cross in there? And there we go. Whew, that was close. When I saw that ball going in, that pass by Goodmanson, I did not think that was a good pass. But luckily for us, Mesa ran onto it. I thought he was going to get it to Ayew, but yeah, you can see Ayew. Why did you slow down? Ayew literally slowed down. I don't know what to say. But it's now 2-2. I said before at the beginning of the match, a draw would be fine for us. I'd be happy with that because it's more than what people expected, but we could still get the win. This second half, I would say we've looked like the better team. So you never know. There could be a chance to steal the match, and here we go. Wilshere. That's not how you steal a match, guys. Come on. Come on. But yeah, I really need to find a way to get this team back into winning form. Hopefully this will be the month. We'll return next month, and either things would have fallen deeper into the pit, or I feel we'd have gotten out of it. That's how I feel this next month's going to go. There we go. Wilshere gets the ball out. Because we just have to improve at some point. And so that's either going to be the next month, or I don't think we're going to improve. And it's going to be a horrible year, probably. Which is a shame, because even if we improve, I can't see us having a good season, because we've already had a bad start. Goodmanson. I get to the Mesa. Wilshere. Ayew. But yes, which is disappointing because the last 2 seasons have been exceptional. And so then to maybe have, like, you know, not a great season just kind of feels like we've lost that momentum, that build-up of what we were building, which would be a massive shame, of course. Wilshere with the ball. Okay, we've got 10 minutes left. There's lots of time there. Bezidin with the ball. He's surrounded, though. Ayew gets the ball. Great ball to Bezidin, but Bezidin just couldn't get a great shot on. Good goalkeeping, though, maybe you could say. And Mesa with a corner. Okay, Goodmanson hits the ball back in. Not really getting to anyone. Borgia gets it to Nico Gatien? I'm not sure to pronounce his name. Mendy, their big marquee signing this year. But nothing came from that. Ayew gets the ball. Lowton. Good job. Wilshere. I'm glad we kept Lowton on. Lowton, obviously, you know, Goodmanson did get the assist for the equaliser. And Lowton's not done anything stupid to get a red card. I trust him not to get a red card. So I'm glad I did that. Goodmanson, do it, my man. Oh. Again, not a great cross or passing, really. Wilshere, though, gets the ball. Good job, Wilshere. Wilshere is fighting for this team right now. Ayew. Okay. Ayew's definitely not had a good game, I would say. I've not been impressed with him at all today. I'm looking forward to having Rodrigo back. I feel like Rodrigo's been better than him so far this season. Good deflection there. 5 minutes are still left. These last 10 minutes feel like they've been taking ages. I at least want the draw. Don't you dare take this away from me. Thank you. Thank you. And it looks like it was going out anyway, so that wasn't thanks to Pickford or anything. Oh, you didn't get the ball, really, Bezidin? I really thought that was your ball. Berardi. Oh, is he injured? Jack Wilshere just came back from injury. This is his first game. Why are we... What? No, wait. Why is he getting a red card? What just happened? I'm pretty sure I saw Wilshere getting tackled. He's now injured. Okay, let's have a quick look. Lowton's up here, yeah? Is that really it? So, let me get this right. Let me just get this right. So, Lowton did a foul. So we're going to get a red card. And they get a free kick. And now the whistle's probably being rung. Or going to be rung. And Wilshere tackled. He didn't need to tackle. Wilshere, you hurt yourself for no damn reason. I mean, this is just the worst season ever, isn't it? I mean, we went from the last 2 seasons of great things to this season of F-ups, basically. That's what we're getting right now. I just talked about how I trusted you, Lowton, and how that was a good choice, and you spit in my face, don't you? You spit right in my face. God. And yeah, he's completely off. I know Mesa can play here, but then we just have Bendragora in midfield. We get to just play like this. I have no more things I can do. Can you play back there? Not really. I mean, we just hope we can hold on. There's 3 minutes left. And they've got a free kick from a different position, but nothing came from that. Wow. See, I think this is a great example to you guys. I'm glad this was the recorded match, actually, because it kind of shows you guys how bad this season's been. Just constant F-ups all along the way. Not much kind of things to talk about that are good at all. We got 20 seconds left. Hold on. Like I said before, I'm starting to feel that this season could be a dead rubber, or I'll get fired. Bezidin trying to go for a last-minute win there, but I could get fired. But let's try and think happy thoughts, you know? Let's try and think happy thoughts, like the swan. Ah, the swan, so majestic and so black. Why? I don't know. That's all I could think at the point in time. But there we go. You know what? A draw and the match numbers, I'm pretty happy with. I don't think that's too bad. A lot of time, like I said, though, it's not even playing that badly as well. Obviously, there have been a few matches played really badly, but yeah, what comeback? I'm gonna say nice things. Overall, that was a good comeback. I have to say, the guys did well. Just a few individuals, I would say, let the side down. And that's what it's felt like the last 2 months. He's out for 4 weeks. Jack Wilshere's one of the few players I feel like that actually is trying. Luckily, his stats haven't seemed to have gone down from his last injury, so hopefully he'll be okay from this injury. That's the only thing I always worry about with an injury, is it could lower their stats if they're out for too long. But there you go. Now when it comes to the group, Stuttgart did beat Rapid Wien, so we would expect to beat them, so I should be on 4 points after the next match. Then if we beat, then Inter, you'd think would beat Stuttgart, so it would be 7, 6, 4. Then we need to beat Stuttgart at home, and I would feel good. If we can beat Stuttgart at home, I will feel okay. But look at that. Look at that. 19th, 19th, 20th, 20th, 18th. Ah, and they're all on 4 points as well. Gee, and look at that. You know, Europe, 12 points, we're on 4 points. We're already 8 points behind possible Europa League football. So either we got to do really well in Europa League this year and just, get to the quarter-final or semi-final, just make it a really big occasion for Swansea fans and make this. If we did that, I'd say the season was a success. And we even got knocked out the League Cup already as well. This is just a terrible start. I mean, we're meant to be building upon each season, and this is just a terrible start. Fifth and what? They feel so long ago now. They feel so long ago. Well, hopefully I can fix things, guys. I will try. And we might just have to try some different things, but hopefully things will look better. Over the next month, we've got a few games. We've got Fulham. We should be wanting to win that. Then we've got a tough game against Liverpool. Rapid Wien. We got Everton as well later on this month. And we'll be back for the match against Southampton. So, over this next month, we've got a couple of games we could win, and one tough game against Liverpool, and a game in the Europa League that I feel we should be winning. So hopefully this is the month when we get back the team's morale, we get back their strength. When it comes to dynamics, it's not even like the dynamics are bad. Look at this. Everyone looks happy. It's not too bad. Everyone supports me. The players love me. Look, the team leaders and the influential players all think I'm great. Social groups are a bit mixed up, maybe. Maybe that's it. Maybe because we're playing Mandragora, Bezidin, Maguire in the main team, and they're not part of the social. Maybe that's having an effect. I don't want to talk too much about it, because it sounds like that I'm just complaining. And who wants to listen to someone complain all the time? Maybe you do. I don't. Maybe you like that. I don't know. But we'll move on, and I'll see you next time. I've been NG.